In the hush of a forgotten library, buried deep beneath the shifting sands of Egypt, where time itself seems to pause in reverence, the air hangs heavy with the faint, lingering scent of ancient papyrus and sacred incense. A single, solitary flame flickers softly in the darkness, its golden light dancing across the shadows like a living breath. It illuminates a sheaf of fragile, time-worn pages. Pages bound not by mere leather or cord, but by the profound weight of revelation itself. These are no ordinary words. These are the sacred utterances of the thrice great Hermes, the Corpus Hermeticum, the pure, undiluted, eternal source from which all authentic Hermetic spirituality truly flows, a wellspring of divine wisdom, untouched by the distortions of later ages. Pause for a moment and let the image settle. Everything that follows flows from this single source. These profound treatises did not emerge from the imagination of a single mortal mind. They arose in the luminous, Greek-speaking sanctuaries of Hellenistic Alexandria, chiefly between the late 1st and 3rd centuries of our common era, a time when the wisdom of Egypt, Greece, and beyond converged in a golden synthesis. Born in hidden temples and quiet academies along the Nile, they manifest as divine dialogues, intimate, sacred exchanges between a masterful teacher and a devoted disciple, between the boundless nous, the divine mind of supreme authority, and the yearning human soul that hungers desperately for truth, for union, for the light beyond the veil. This is not mythology. It is transmission, not belief, but remembrance. Picture the scene now, if you will. A secluded chamber bathed in the warm, flickering glow of oil lamps, their flames steady and golden, casting gentle shadows that play upon walls etched with ancient symbols and Greek inscriptions. In this sacred space sits Hermes Trismegistus himself, an awe-inspiring figure of serene wisdom, clad in flowing robes, his beard long and white, his eyes deep with the knowledge of eternity. He speaks softly to his beloved spiritual son Tot, or perhaps to the healer god Asclepius, or to the silent contemplative Amun, disciples seated at his feet, their faces illuminated with quiet anticipation. Listen closely now. This is where the teaching begins. His voice is calm, unwavering, certain, like the gentle, inexorable flow of the Nile at the first light of dawn, carrying life and mystery through the land. He does not thunder commandments from on high. No, he unveils truths with gentle precision. My child, he says, his words resonating in the stillness, the one is all, through the all, and for the all. The all is in the one, and the one is in the all. This single idea changes everything. There is no division, no separation. God is not some remote sovereign enthroned in distant heavens. God is the living, breathing cosmos itself, the infinite, boundless energy that thinks, that creates, that knows itself eternally, manifesting in every glittering star above, every humble stone beneath our feet, every sacred breath we draw. Hold this truth. You will return to it. Turn now to the Poimandres, the very first treatise, a vision of unparalleled power. Here, revelation descends upon the seeker like a bolt of divine lightning, shattering the illusions of the ordinary world. Suddenly, a towering figure of pure, radiant light materializes before him, the mind of authority in all its majesty. And in that instant, The veil between worlds is torn asunder. This is not a metaphor. This is awakening. The seeker is granted sight beyond sight. He beholds the miraculous birth of the cosmos unfolding in glorious splendor. Primal light separates from enveloping darkness. The four elements, earth, air, fire, and water, rise in perfect harmony from the boundless divine will. The sacred Logos, the creative word, shapes and orders the seven luminous heavens, each governed by celestial powers in eternal motion. Creation is not chaos. It is intelligence in motion. And then comes the profound mystery of humanity itself. We are formed deliberately in the image of the divine, twofold in our sacred nature, mortal and bound to the body in this earthly realm, yet immortal in our deepest essence, bearers of the divine spark. Though we have fallen through the pull of desire into the dense illusions of matter, we are destined, called even, to rise once more through Gnosis, that direct, intimate, unmediated knowing that reunites the soul with its source. This is not salvation promised later. It is liberation available now. Treatise after treatise unfolds this same eternal, unchanging truth, layer upon layer, like the petals of a sacred lotus opening to the sun. The cosmos is not a cold, mechanical void. It is vibrantly alive, fully ensouled, arranged in a grand hierarchy, yet woven together in perfect, divine harmony. Nothing here is accidental, not even you. The stars and planets are not mere burning fires suspended in emptiness. They are intelligent governors of fate, weaving the threads of destiny. Yet even fate bows and yields to the one who has awakened, who truly knows. The physical body is but a temporary garment we wear. The senses a deceptive snare that binds us to illusion, yet also a precious vessel, a ladder for our ascent back to the divine. The prison is also the key. To know oneself deeply, truly, is to know God, for within every human soul burns the undying spark of the divine artisan, the great creator who fashioned all things. Rise above the illusions of matter, Hermes urges with quiet intensity. Awaken from your slumber, you who are drunk on the wine of ignorance and forgetfulness. These words are addressed to you. This is no mere intellectual philosophy to be debated in academies. This is true initiation, a profound call to transformation. The Corpus Hermeticum demands nothing of blind faith or empty ritual. It requires only awakening, a turning inward with full attention and sincerity. No intermediaries, no permission required. It speaks of rebirth, not in some far-off afterlife, but right here, in this very moment, achieved through deep contemplation, through purity of heart and mind, through the holy art of theurgy, the sacred work of uniting the human with the divine, of becoming a vessel for the gods, not worship, participation. The closing hymns of the Asclepius are not desperate petitions to a distant, indifferent deity. They are exalted songs of profound gratitude, poured forth to the all that already permeates and fills the singer, the cosmos, the very air we breathe. Nothing is missing. Nothing is absent. In the centuries that followed, layers upon layers of interpretation were overlaid upon these pristine texts. Some interpretations radiant with insight, others clouded by misunderstanding or ambition. Medieval alchemists pored over them in dimly lit laboratories, discovering promises of inner and outer transmutation, the turning of base metal into gold as a mirror of the soul's purification. Symbols multiplied, The source remains silent. Yet the corpus itself endures, pristine and unadorned, free from elaboration or distortion, asking only for our quiet attention, our deepest reverence, and the quiet courage to truly see. Few are willing to see. Fewer still are willing to change. Within its sacred pages, you will find no rigid dogma, no hierarchical priesthood demanding obedience, no shadows of fear. There is only the gentle, yet inexorable invitation. Look within yourself. This is where the path begins. Behold the eternal light that was never born and can never die. The light that shines in the depths of your own being. Remember who you truly are. Not a fragile creature, lost and wandering in endless darkness, but a child of light, a divine offspring, temporarily veiled by the illusions of the material world. You have always been more than you were told. This, then, is the authentic foundation, the pure heart of Hermetic spirituality. Not the elaborate systems and esoteric traditions later constructed in its name. Not the secret societies or orders that claimed its authority. The Corpus Hermeticum stands alone, timeless and unyielding, like a clear, life-giving spring bubbling up from the desert sands. Drink directly. Do not be distracted by reflections. As the flame in that ancient, forgotten library steadies once more, burning bright and true in the encompassing silence, the voice of Hermes lingers on, echoing through the ages. If you do not make yourself equal to God, you cannot apprehend God, for like is known by like. Rise up above all height, descend below all depth. Know, become. The invitation remains open.